And a good Tuesday morning to you. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com. It represents 802 Toyota, Twin City Subaru, and 802 Honda. They're all located off of exit 7 on Interstate 89. Much quieter weather without utility impacts is foreseen through at least this coming Sunday. A couple weather systems to affect our region, one late Wednesday into Thursday morning, the other Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. Saturday afternoon, Saturday night is lowered confidence for timing at this time. Arctic chill will affect the good project weather that occurs the rest of today, Tuesday. That'll also last into Wednesday. Moderation in temperature on Saturday beyond this period. Some speculation for a different storm track to develop, not seen very much this entire winter. That would feature coastal lows or nor'easters working in off the middle Atlantic coast to southeast New England. And this would be taking place around or after town meeting day. Looking at the 500 hectopascal thicknesses, what we see here is kind of a weird elongated trough that's off the Washington coast. This is also producing a pretty good plume of moisture for areas along the west coast. And kind of a split flow here where we have the northern branch of the jet stream that's been supplying some very cold Arctic air. That's easily seen with the temperature profiles here, at least at surface. Temperatures running below zero. Not extreme, but kind of par for the course with that northwesterly flow and shortwave troughs that then get ejected out of this area of low pressure and then push into the region. Let's take a look at the latest weather computer modeling. This would be valid at 1 o'clock this afternoon. You can see kind of an area of higher pressure located over the Great Lakes near Sault Ste. Marie. This takes a track right through Vermont. This is valid here at 7 o'clock in the morning. That'll happen on Wednesday. And then we have this with Alberta Clipper system. You can see a little bit of precipitation working into the southern part of Vermont very late in the day. That's valid by 7 p.m. This comes through. It looks like it's mostly a southern New England phenomena with slightly heavier precipitation. You can see the greens there, greater than the 0.15 of an inch precipitation in a 6-hour period. The rest is shades of gray. And you can see that northern Vermont not as affected. And then this exits out during the morning hours on Thursday. As we get into the rest of the afternoon, Thursday, it looks like 1024 hectopascal surface high, and it sets up a pretty decent Friday. And right now it looks like this would be valid about 1 o'clock on Friday. You can see that ridging is going to be controlling our weather system across the southeast United States. It's going to dump off the coast, and then the next weather system kind of in tandem catches up to it. If those two phase, there could be a big nor'easter, but right now it does not look like anything like that. This is valid about 1 o'clock on Saturday. We get into Saturday afternoon, we start to see precipitation begin to creep in from the west. And then the area of low pressure off the coast, southeastern coast, as a nor'easter. It then pulls away with the kind of lobe of low pressure across the region, and then pulling away and lifting northeast and then toward the Canadian Maritimes. Looking a little bit further ahead here, you can see another pulse. Looks like a part and parcel of the more southerly branch of the jet stream, subtropical branch, associated with this weak El Nino we have going. And this then moves off the coast, and another branch of the northern branch kind of interjects a little bit, but shears it out, and the two really never get together. But that could change, and this could be a new coastal low kind of nor'easter track as we get past town meeting day, as it looks right now. This is looking at the GFS ensemble, and you can see just a little bit of precipitation here, not very much. This is our weather system, that Alberta Clipper system. It's just cutting across Montpelier. A little heavier snowfall to the south, a little slightly heavier. And then we have this main weather system here. This is what's going to be working in for basically Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and lasting perhaps into some portion of Sunday, according to the GFS ensemble. Looking at the total amount of precipitation, it's really not very much, and you can see that this is the main thrust. This is 1 inch amounts right here, so we're looking at just a little uptick, not a whole lot going on, and then this bigger system that's going to happen over the weekend, something we'll keep a close eye on. 7-day total precipitation, you can see one branch of some precipitation or a storm track here, and the main branch is down in the subtropical jet stream associated with that El Nino and then off the coast, and this seems to be the big deal. California is getting some healthy amounts of precipitation, even Southern California, the desert Southwest, and the interior sections of the West. This is all good for their water resources, no doubt about that. Weighted temperatures for the next 5-day maximum temperatures. You can see it's really rather cold across the plains, the upper plains, the upper Midwest, even into the West Coast, and of course the Northeast United States is kind of marginal. It's warmer off to the south. What happens 3 days later? You can see that it's pretty much coast to coast, cold. Again, extremely cold up in the areas around the prairies of Canada into the plains. A little bit of a creep up in terms of warmth in the desert Southwest, but I think this is actually retreating some. GFS ensemble, 2-meter temperatures. You can see a warming trend as we head toward the middle part of the week, or toward, I should say, the weekend. That would be on Saturday as those maximum temperatures. Looking at the 850 hectopascal temperature, which gives you an indication of precipitation type typically. We're not getting above zero. If we did, we would have mixed precipitation, but they are, the GFS ensemble is kind of indicating that there could be some mixed rain or sleet or something in here. It's some of their outliers, but something we'll have to watch with that next weather system that's coming in over this coming weekend. Where's the anomalous cold, anomalous warmth? Well, you can see Antarctica is pretty much 3 degrees Celsius above normal. That's very significant. And they have what we call Antarctic amplification. And this warming is very serious business for the glacier melt and whatnot. And then the polar ice cap in the northern hemisphere, of course, we're above normal here, but we're below normal here, and it's been kind of back and forth. So for the Arctic, we're running about 4 degrees above normal currently. And we'll leave you here with the European ensemble. You can see that temperatures max out this coming weekend on Saturday. There's actually be a little bit warmer than that. The next dip, and then you can see a little bit more of the trend here. It looks like we're going to see somewhere after around the 12th or so, 15th of March, maybe an early spring. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.